Man's nose kept bleeding. His father not only teased him, but also took photos on the side. Just now, his father was drinking at a funeral to commemorate his alcoholic brother who passed away. But his sister said this was disrespectful to their brother.
Because you can't have a couple of beers without turning into a truck stop tramp.
The son stepped in to intervene, only to be punched down, his face covered in blood.
You think my boy can't take a punch?
Friends found cotton swabs, but the father handed his son a glass of alcohol. The son drank it all at once. Friends tried to put the cotton swab in his nose, but the son disagreed. Upon seeing this, the father immediately rushed to the liquor table, picked up an iron rod, and heated it up. Several people tried to stop him, but he smoothly dodged away. Then,
Right up in there.
Man's finger bled badly from the ring squeezing it, yet he insisted firefighters cut off his finger to remove the ring. A year ago, firefighters got a call. The man jumped from his car, and the ring got stuck on a steel bar, trapping him in the car. Firefighters found his blood couldn't flow. His finger was starting to rot. They needed to rescue him fast, but the man disagreed, cause that ring witnessed 30 years with his wife. He'd rather lose a finger than lose the ring's life. His wife was touched deeply, but to firefighters she said,
"Cut the damn ring off, now."
First, they numbed his pain, then began cutting the ring. Once it was cut, he was freed. Seeing her husband safe, his wife's worry ceased, but he couldn't stop caring for the ring. If it were you, would you choose finger or ring? The man's arm was critically injured by broken glass. The firefighter wanted to call her colleagues for help.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
I need backup.
To her surprise, the man pulled out a gun.
Fix it, and I won't kill you. You got 5 minutes, and then you're useless to me.
The firefighter knew the situation was dire and had to treat his wound first. The glass was removed. The blood flowed profusely. The man intended to bandage it quickly and escape, but she told him gauze won't do it. She had to tie off the artery to stop the bleeding, or he won't make it 10 feet. She managed to delay for another 10 minutes, waiting for her teammates to come to her rescue. After she finished bandaging at a leisurely pace, the man grew impatient.
Wait, what are you doing?
Time's up. Let's go.
I have to irrigate the wound and look and see if it closed up. One more minute. Could save your life.
The man was convinced. The firefighter rummaged through the bag. While the man was not paying attention, she sprayed an unknown liquid into his eyes, then quickly fled. Just as she was about to be caught, her teammates arrived.
Maddie's got a gun!
The man was successfully subdued. It turned out the man had disguised himself as a guard to set a fire at the watch exhibition with the intention of stealing watches. However, he accidentally slipped and cut his hand on the glass. What a stroke of bad luck.
I can't breathe.
The boy's head got stuck in an artwork. Firefighters told him to steady his breathing.
I can't get my head out. How'd you get it in there?
It's crazy, it slipped right through, but now it won't come out no matter what we try.
Firefighters wanted to pry open the artwork to rescue him, but were told it's worth billions, so they had to first secure the artwork with a rope, pry open its base, insert an airbag, insert wooden blocks, unscrew screws. The boy's head was finally removed. Have you ever seen such a crazy kid? 6 construction workers were hung up in the midair. The firefighters were in a bit of a dilemma. They only had 2 ladders, and each ladder could only support the weight of 2 people. They had to rescue them one by one, while simultaneously inflating the airbag below. The man was struggling to hold on. He slipped and nearly fell.
Can't feel my leg. Help!
Giving the firefighter a scare. After rescuing the loudly shouting worker, the firefighter reassured the nearby man she would definitely come back for him. Though the man was struggling to hold on, he shouted to the firefighter,
Get my group first! Get them down! I'm the foreman. I go last.
The crowd was amazed. There weren't many foremen as dedicated as him. The Blackie was moved by his word and decided to personally rescue him. However, the man was too far away. The ladder couldn't reach him. The Blackie told him to reach out, promising he would catch him, but the man was running out of strength and kept slipping.
I can't! I'm sleeping. I'm right here. Just reach out. Hey, reach. Give me a hand. Give me a hand. Reach out. Reach.
The man fell into the partially inflated airbag and lost consciousness. The firefighters quickly called for medical personnel. The blackie looked at the man below, filled with deep regret. Fortunately, the man was still breathing. After some basic treatment, he was taken to the hospital and eventually recovered, surviving a fall from 100 feet. Perhaps it's true that good things happen to good people. Do you believe in karma? A woman was about to give birth. She was totally fine, but her husband fainted. 1 hour earlier, her water broke, but instead of going to the hospital, she went to the fire station. Because the pain was too much, she sat down, ready to give birth right there. The firefighters have to help her, but they noticed that the baby wasn't in the right position. They didn't have the right equipment at the fire station, so the woman had to endure a lot of pain. The husband was trying to comfort his wife. The firefighters put some lubricant on her belly, hoping to help the baby turn around.
Good.
But just as they were working on it, the husband fainted. It turned out he had a heart condition. The firefighters quickly started helping the husband and sent him to the hospital. But when the doctor saw his heart monitor, she suggested giving up.
On that woman that she's raising a child without a father.
Like a miracle, the husband's heart started beating again. Meanwhile, back at the fire station, the wife safely gave birth to the baby. What a thrilling day! The girl playing hide and seek hid inside a washing machine. Suddenly, the building lost power, and the washing machine's door locked. Her brother couldn't find her and quickly called 911. Soon, police and firefighters from half the city arrived. They searched floor by floor, and finally found her in the basement washer.
Honey? Honey, we're here now. We've got you, okay?
The firefighters tried to open it by hand, but couldn't. Then she took out an axe, but they found the glass was made in China, and of such high quality that it couldn't be broken. They had to use a different tool to pry the door open. Finally, the girl was rescued, but she had already lost consciousness due to lack of oxygen. The medic gave her a shot of adrenaline and performed CPR continuously. Finally, the girl regained consciousness. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief. Mom's hand got stuck in the sink, but her daughter was just playing on her phone. It turns out, the woman was washing dishes when her ring suddenly slipped off. She tried to reach for it, but her hand got stuck inside. When the firefighters arrived, she was so nervous she kept talking.
I talk a lot when I'm nervous.
You talk a lot all the time.
The firefighters gave her something for the pain, then got ready to take apart the blades. Seeing her mom had company, the daughter wanted to go out to a party, but not before snapping a picture for Twitter, which showed off a tattoo on her arm. Mom was angry because she was worried about how her daughter would date with a tattoo from her ex-boyfriend. The daughter said they were true love. Mom tried to talk her out of it, but to prove her love, the daughter actually turned on the garbage disposal. What a thoughtful daughter, but mom was still worried about her. She asked the firefighters to check her daughter's tattoo, just to make sure it wasn't infected. Sure enough, the girl's arm was a bit swollen. The firefighters put some cream on it to help, and told her that her mom was trying to get the ring she had given her when she was little. After a long time, mom's hand was freed. The daughter saw her mom's hand wrapped in thick bandages. She walked over and gave her a hug, and apologized for the tattoo. Do you love your mom? The boy's arm was crushed by hundreds of barrels of beer.
Oh, God!
The firefighter looked at the boy, a bit confused. Unsure of what was happening, the boy's friend explained on the side. They just wanted to sneak a taste of the newly arrived IPA, but they couldn't reach the kegs on top, so the boy tried to grab some from the bottom, and then his arm got pierced by a steel bar. The firefighters quickly set up a ladder and worked together to straighten the beer rack. At that moment, the clueless friend suddenly tried to get attention, telling the boy to pull his arm out. A barrel of beer almost fell on him. The firefighter ended up getting drenched in beer. After 666 minutes, the beer rack was finally straightened. The boy's arm was successfully freed. The boy said he would never sneak a beer again. The firefighter looked up, saw a man trapped on a hook. The workers told them that because the machine had broken down, the coworker who was hooked up got lifted into the air. The firefighter wanted to lower the hook right away, but the crane operator went to Mexico to eat tacos and wouldn't be back anytime soon. The man was barely holding on, so they needed to rescue him quickly, but the ladder couldn't reach that height. The team member thought they could first use the ladder to climb onto the boom, then lower a rope from above to save him. The firefighter climbed the ladder and smoothly reached the boom. At this moment, they only had one safety rope. One wrong move, and they could fall to their death. The firefighter tied the safety rope, jumped down from the height, and quickly reached the man's side. After tying the man with the safety rope, the firefighters signaled to lower them down. Both safely landed on the air cushion, but since there was an air cushion, why didn't they just have him jump down? Do you know why? The girl playing hide and seek hid inside a washing machine. Suddenly, the building lost power, and the washing machine's door locked. Her brother couldn't find her and quickly called 911. Soon, police and firefighters from half the city arrived. They searched floor by floor, and finally found her in the basement washer.
Penny? Penny, we're here now. We've got you, okay?
The firefighters tried to open it by hand, but couldn't. Then she took out an axe, but they found the glass was made in China, and of such high quality that it couldn't be broken. They had to use a different tool to pry the door open. Finally, the girl was rescued, but she had already lost consciousness due to lack of oxygen. The medic gave her a shot of adrenaline and performed CPR continuously. Finally, the girl regained consciousness. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief.